Hey, this is Dan from Break Digital. I'm working with a Google Ads account and have an opportunity to show you a really important aspect of keyword selection and ad group structure. The client is voltloop.ca. They're a battery company. They sell car batteries, truck batteries, golf cart batteries, that kind of thing. It's a Shopify site, so we're running direct Google Ads to Shopify ads focused on direct sales. Now, we have an ad group here that's been running for about 2 weeks. The car batteries ad group, I've paused it because it was heading in a direction that I didn't like. We've only had 54 clicks, so the data is not really statistically significant, but I'll show you in the keywords and the search terms why it's not working and what to do to fix it. So in this campaign, we're looking at our search keywords here. And remember that the keyword is the phrase we've selected to target our ad towards certain types of searches. And the search term is what someone actually typed or spoke to Google. That's their actual question that they've asked. So we can select one or more keywords. And when we do that, we reveal the search terms report. A lot of people don't realize that this report is in here, but it's critical. So in looking over the actual search terms, there are multiple search intents in this ad group, and that's a problem. I'll show you why. So remember that campaigns are structured with one or more ad groups in them, and each ad group has keywords and ads, and every keyword in the ad group can trigger any ad in that same ad group. Just to abstract the example here, let's say we're selling fruit, and we have a bunch of different fruit keywords, and then we write an ad about those different types of fruit that take you to a landing page that has all those types of fruit on it. Seems kind of straightforward, right? But suppose you're at a restaurant and you ask for bananas, and then the waitress brings you bananas, apples, and blueberries. That's not what you ordered. It's even more extreme on Google. If we ask Google for bananas and Google starts talking about blueberries and apples, it just seems like Google's broken. On Google, we expect to find exactly what we're looking for right away. And so if we have a ad group that has a bunch of different fruit keywords, the only way to write an ad for this is to have the ad discuss all of the different types of fruit or all of the different keywords that are here. And the only landing page that makes sense would be a fruit category landing page that has all of the fruit on it. But if I've specifically said I want a banana and the ad mentions banana, so I click it and I get on a fruit category page, maybe banana is not even there. I have to scroll down to find it. That just feels like Google's broken to me. And that's really bad for me as the searcher and really bad for you as the advertiser because that person hasn't found what they're looking for. And it's really bad for Google because we don't owe Google anything. I could just go to a different search engine and use that one. Google is only as successful as they are because of their ability to give people what they're looking for. But imagine you have a competitor that has a different ad group for each of these search intents. So when someone's looking for fruit, the ad can say, we have all kinds of different fruit, and it can take them to the fruit category page because that's what they're looking for. But if they're looking for blueberries, the ad should talk about blueberries, and the landing page is the blueberry page, not a page with blueberries on it somewhere. They've specifically said they're looking for blueberries. They're expecting Google to give them blueberries. Now we can upsell them, cross-sell them on bananas later, but the goal of a direct response campaign is to get that sale, get that lead right now. Once you get them as a customer, then you can sell them other fruit. You can post articles on social about the benefit of having multiple kinds of fruit in your diet. Use your email marketing to send them recipes that have blueberries and bananas. There's lots of different ways that we can sell them more fruit eventually, but right now we just need to get that sale off of this click. So it's really important in a new ads campaign and even in a long established one to check the search terms report on a regular basis. On a new campaign, you want to check it daily or weekly, depending on the search volume, depending on how fast the data is coming in. And if we look at these search terms, we can see there's different search intents here. So we have some people looking for Costco. There's other competitors in here. There's searches for Walmart. Those really want to be their own ad group because voltloop.ca has pickup locations all across the country. It's really difficult, if not impossible, to ship certain types of batteries. So they have pickup locations. They've just launched a delivery service in London, Ontario, and in Mississauga. Competitively against big box stores, they have better prices. They have lower fees. If you bring a dead battery to them, they'll actually pay you for it. Whereas if you bring a dead battery to Canadian Tire, they'll charge you a core fee. Full Loop is in three different ways out competing the big box stores on price. And so we can build a competitor type campaign when someone is looking for Costco or Walmart or Canadian Tire. We can build an ad that actually calls out all the advantages, all the reasons why you would want to use voltloop.ca and not a big box store. So that's something I would put in its own ad group. And another kind of keyword we have here are different car models. 2007 Honda Pilot battery, 2009 Pontiac Vibe battery size. We have a bunch of people who know the car they have, but not the battery that they need. And that's a feature that the client is working on. We don't have it yet right now. They will have a configurator where you can punch in the year, make, model of your vehicle, and it will tell you what types of batteries you need. But right now, this ad group is just taking people to the car batteries page, and there's a knowledge gap. These ads won't convert because if someone just knows that they have a 2012 Dodge Caravan or they're looking for a battery for it, and we drop them on this page, they don't have the information necessary to make a purchase. There's just too many options here. And although battery experts here ready to help you, this page just doesn't immediately give people what they want. Those should be taken out into their own ad group at some point when that feature is ready on the site. But right now, I would pause these because they aren't working. And the third type of keyword we're looking for in a search term report are irrelevant keywords. So keywords that represents a search intent or traffic that we don't want to pay for on our site. So this one here, my car battery died. I excluded that one yesterday by adding it as a negative keyword because this person probably needs a car battery, but not yet. They're not ready to buy something yet, at least not from us. They have too much of a knowledge gap. Now, if this were a branding campaign, then we would want our brand, our ad to show to anyone who is thinking about car batteries. Because eventually, when they buy a car battery, they'll know, like, and trust us because we've been there kind of all along. We'll be a familiar face, a familiar brand to them. It's kind of nefarious for a small direct response campaign like this for Google to recommend hundreds of keywords because we end up with a lot of these irrelevant keywords. And we've already brainstormed a big list of negative keywords just because there's a lot of batteries that aren't car batteries. There's a lot of car things that aren't batteries. There's a whole galaxy of search that is in and around this topic, but doesn't represent people who are wanting to buy car batteries right now. So to exclude this, we would add as negative keyword, and we've already made a keywords list called negative, general negative keywords. We would add it to that. And if we leave it as exact match, then this will suppress our ad whenever someone types in my car battery died. But this could be done as a phrase match. So it also excludes searches like what to do if my car battery died or my car battery died downtown. So then we would just save that to our negative keyword list. And if we look in tools here, shared library exclusion lists, we'll find our negative keyword list. And you can see all the kind of stuff that's in here, right? 9-volt, AA, AAA, aid for hearing aid, because anything that needs a battery, right? Cordless computer, camping, D battery, Dell, DeWalt, doorbell, drone. The list just goes on because those are all searches that we don't want to put money into because they don't represent sales. And there's one more really important thing I want to show you. This car battery group has taken 85% of the impressions. Recall that in an ad group, the budget is set at the campaign level. So all of the ad groups share the campaign's budget. And in a case where one ad group has far more search volume than the other ad groups, it's going to take the lion's share of the budget. And that might be okay. But in this case, car batteries has taken almost all of the budget, and the other three ad groups really haven't run yet. Now, these are more specific. Group 31 refers to a battery group size, just like common household batteries have different sizes like AAA, AA, that kind of thing. Vehicle batteries are categorized by group size. So that tells you about the shape and capacity and whatever. So group 24 batteries are your typical car batteries, and group 31 batteries are usually used for commercial trucks. So that's what this refers to. This doesn't mean ad group. This actually means battery group size. We just quickly look at the keywords there. So they're all phrase match, and they're pretty specific to the battery chemistries and the size. Because it's a more specific search, it probably has a lower search volume, but someone who's searching group 31 battery knows what battery they need. And we can take them right to the Group 31 battery page where they have a few choices of just what they need. Because all of these batteries would satisfy that same battery group requirement. This is like a very blueberries to blueberries user experience. So the remedy here is to take these three ad groups and move them to their own campaign where they have their own budget. And they can then be protected from a bigger or faster ad group eating all of their money before they get a chance to run. And in the battery charger ad group, we have similar problem here with multiple search intents. So this ad group needs to be split out into several ad groups with more specific search intents around different use cases or different charger types or different brand names. There are some searches in here for specific brand names, and we can take them to that brand's page. So in the chargers, rather than just sending them to the battery charger page, we could send people who are searching for NOCO, for example, right to the NOCO page. They know that that brand exists. That's what they're looking for. So we can just help them find it right away. And another recommendation for this account, because it is a Google Ads to Shopify e-commerce play, we should be using a shopping campaign. And that way, Google will create ads using our product descriptions, product photos, pricing, availability, and even more data that Google has about those products because of the UPC codes. And that way we get an ad for every one of our products without having to go and manually create them and target them and all that kind of thing. Anyway, hope that helps. Remember, keep your search intents in their own ad group. We're often inclined, because of the setup process that Google walks us through, to have way too many keywords, hundreds of keywords in one ad group. But it's common even to have a single keyword ad group or a SCAG, just one keyword, because you can write an ad exactly about that keyword and take that customer to a landing page exactly about that keyword. And we can be pretty sure, because there's just one keyword in the ad group, that we know what that person is looking for, and we can do a really good job of writing ad copy around that search intent. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you next time.